What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Given, back with another daily deck tech video and back with another viewer request. And today's was Satoru Umezawa for under $100 and something that could potentially compete at bracket 3 and maybe bracket 4, but probably at best bracket 3 when we're sticking under $100. But if you like these deck techs or my other stuff that I'm doing, the budget content, Magic for the Working Class, or my history content, or even my random discussions, feel free to subscribe. You don't have to, only if you feel I've earned it. But without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? So, Satoru Umezawa here is a 2-4 for 1 generic, 1 blue and 1 black, and whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once each turn. Each creature card in your hand has ninjutsu 4. Okay, so we're going to be having things attack and ninjutsu them into play. Hopefully getting some big stuff into play that then can generate some value with attacks. So who is our supporting cast? Now, I want to say something right off the bat. Artisan and Kozilek and Pathrazer of Ulamog, right? When they're ninjutsu'd in, their Annihilator does not trigger because it's during the declare attack. They are already entering tapped and attacking, so it won't trigger. However, on subsequent attacks, it will, and that is the reason I put them in here. Just wanted to make that very clear. But we have Archon of Cruelty. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, so this is kind of like with Annihilator, it won't have the attack trigger, but it will get the ETB trigger when you ninjutsu it in. Flying, and whenever Archon of Cruelty enters the battlefield or attacks, target opponent sacks a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, and loses 3 life. You draw a card and gain 3 life. This card is very strong and definitely a lightning rod, and casting it for 4 rather than 8 is a very good thing to do. Now, Artisan of Kozilek is a 10-9, and when you cast it, you get to return something from your graveyard to the battlefield, and Pathrazer can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures, so it has like super menace. We do have a bunch of little unblockable dudes in here today. We have Changeling Outcast, Invisible Stalker, Mist-Cloaked Herald, right? Slitherblade, and that is because of Ninjutsu's ability. And I'm going to read you Ninjutsu's ability on Prosperous Thief. Return an unblocked attacker you control to your hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand, tapped and attacking. Tapped and attacking. You do not cast it, you put it onto the battlefield. So again, Artisan of Kozilek's cast trigger won't happen. But we have all these little unblockable dudes. Sorry, my back hurts here. Was running around outside with my daughter today. And we have all these little unblockable dudes, so we can return them to our hand to put big chungus creatures like Archon, Artisan, Pathrazer, right? Scourge of Fleets, Jin Kataxis, Core Augur onto the battlefield and have them actually do the work that we need to get done, because the little dudes aren't going to do it. We have we have Ninja of the Deep Hours. Whenever Ninja of the Deep Hours deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. So you can ninjutsu it onto the battlefield for 2. We have Notion Thief. Blast, an opponent would draw a card, except for the first one. They draw on each of their draw steps. Instead, that player skips that draw, and you draw a card. Prosperous Thief is whenever one or more ninja or rogue creatures you control deal combat damage to a player. Create a treasure token. This is important because we do have a shapeshifter in here. So this is also a ninja, in addition to the other ninjas we have in here. We have Scourge of Fleets. When it enters the battlefield, return each creature your opponents control with toughness X or less to its owner's hand, where X is the number of islands you control. We will have quite a few since, we are running under $100. We have Silent Hall Creeper. It can't be blocked, and when it hits an opponent, you choose one of the 3. Put 2 1/1 counters, draw a card, or it becomes a copy of another target creature you control. Then bounce this thing back to your hand to restart the process all over again when you ninjutsu something else in. We have Silver Fur Master, Ninjutsu 2. Ninjutsu abilities cost 1 less, so your 4 from your commander becomes 3. Other ninja and rogue creatures you control get +1/+1. Silent Storm Chaser. You can counter target spell or ability that targets you or a creature you control, and it flies. So it does have a little bit of evasion on there. Tormented Soul and Slither Blade we already talked about are unblockable. Triton's Shore Stalker's unblockable. Tetsuko Umezawa is in here because it makes other creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less. Can't be blocked. Starwinder, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Imagine, friends, just imagine, you go to attack with a Slither Blade. They can't block it. And then you bring in a 10-9 while you have yourself a Starwinder in play, and you draw so many cards. It's so good. We have Ulamog's Crusher, Annihilator 2, and attacks each combat if able. You know what? It's an 8/8. Attack each combat if able, please. Unstoppable Slasher. When it deals combat damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. This thing's an evil little bugger to ninjutsu in. And whenever it dies, if it had no counters on it, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with 2 stun counters on it. Has Death Touch as well. And then we have Rexiel the Risen Deep. It's a 5/8 for 6. Island Walk, Swamp Walk, and whenever Rexiel the Risen Deep deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from that player's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. Theft cards are so fun. Oh, good. Is this Feed the Swarm? Yes. Aha! Learning. This is the cheapest version, apparently, of Feed the Swarm. You can choose to destroy an artifact or enchantment, and you lose life equal to its mana cost. Or not artifact, an enchantment or creature. Holy cow. Donatello's technique, Sneak. So if something's not blocked, you can sneak it. Draw 2 cards. Enter the Enigma. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Ghost Form. Creatures can't be blocked. Knight's Whisper. Draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. Read the Bones. Scry 2. Draw 2. You lose 2. Ring Sight. The ring tempts you. Search your library for a card that shares a color with a legendary creature you control. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Sign in Blood. Target player draws 2 and you lose 2. Slip through space. Target creature can't be blocked. Draw a card. Then we have Cancel. I did run quite a few counter spells in this deck. Cancel, Mana Leak, Essence Scatter, and Refute are all in here for counter magic purposes. We do have Hero's Downfall, Murder, Doomblade, Infernal Grasp, all for removal. Opt is a tiny amount of draw. Return to action is until end of turn. A creature gets lifelink, and whenever this creature dies, return to the battlefield. Tapped under its owner's control. Immortal Offering gives a creature Death Touch and indestructible until end of turn. I need to dig through my boxes of Phyrexia All Will Be One to get a bunch of these. We have Runaway Together. Choose target creatures controlled by different players. Return them to their owner's hands. So this lets you get more little ninjutsu stuff off. We have artifacts. We have Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Demir Signet, Sky Diamond. Those are our mana rocks. We are running Trailblazer's Boots, which gives non-basic land walk. Whisper Silk Cloak, Swiftfoot Boots. Swiftfoot Boots gives protection and haste. Of course, Whisper Silk makes unblockable. Smoke Bomb. All creatures have Shroud. Flash, and at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Smoke Bomb. When you do, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. We have quite a spike in here, so whenever a creature, the equipped creature has Death Touch, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life, rounded up. So it is a backup plan to put it on one of your little unblockable dudes. We do have Bite and Nathassa, so whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Enchantments, Aqueous Form, make something unblockable. Smoke Shroud, enchanted creatures +1/+1 flying, and when a ninja enters the battlefield under your control, you may return Smoke Shroud from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to that creature. We have Military Intelligence. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Imprisoned in the Moon, turn something into a moon. Reconnaissance Mission. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card and you can cycle it. We also have Rooftop Bypass, which is whenever 1 or more non-token creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a black assassin creature token with Menace. You can either poke with those or use them as blockers. And we're running 40 lands. We are running 24 basics in here. We are running Rogue's Passage, as well as Escape Tunnel for some unblockable stuff, and then and Access Tunnel. as well as some of our little cheaper multicolored lands. But that is the build. Now let's swing on over to playtesting and see what we have here. Oh, let's see what Moxfield gives us today. So we have a Swamp, River of Tears, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse. Okay. We can do this. We'll draw. We'll pop our Terramorphic Expanse right off the bat. We're going to get a basic island. Close and shuffle. Next turn, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play my River of Tears. And I'm going to play Arcane Signet. Next turn, I do have 3 mana available. I don't have a whole lot in my hand that's really useful. What I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to play Evolving Wild, so I'm going to pop it. In my library, I'm going to grab an island. Second, there we go. And I am going to play Mist-Cloaked Herald. Can't be blocked. Next turn, we draw. I'm going to play a Swamp. And I am going to play Bident of Thassa. And I'm going to poke and draw a card. A as well, right? We are going to play our command tower here. And we may as well play our commander. We're going to play Satoru Umezawa. I'm going to put Aqueous Form on him so he can't be blocked. So, you know, whenever you activate a Ninjutsu ability, get the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order, or in any order. This ability triggers only once each turn. So we are going to attack, and since he can't be blocked, we are going to Ninjutsu in our Prosperous Thief. So this goes back to my hand, and Prosperous Thief hits for 3. So we activated a Ninjutsu ability, so we look at the top 3 cards. I'm gonna put this one in my hand. Bottom of library. Bottom of library. And we do get to draw a card off of Bident of Thassa, and guess what? We get to create a treasure token. A token treasure. Generating a good amount of mana for us. Next turn, we may as well untap here. We're going to play Siren Storm Tamer. And I'm going to replay my Mist-Cloaked Herald. And then, you know, I'm going to bring in Satoru Umezawa to hit. I draw a card off of my Bident of Thassa. Now, I may as well play this Reconnaissance mission. So whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to your player, you may draw a card. So we're going to be getting to draw lots of cards off of our stuff. And you know what? We still have 2 mana available, so we have Doomblade and things like that up. Next turn, we play a Swamp. We may as well swing in with everybody, say that we can attack... We'll Doomblade something, right? We're going to Doomblade somebody's thing, so that way they can't block there. And so we're going to hit for 1, 2, 3, 4. We did not activate a Ninjutsu ability. And then 3 there. So we get to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards off of that. And then whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player. So, like, look, it's just Bident of Thassa, just a different card. So we're going to get to draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That is how we do. So we have 11 cards in hand. May as well play some of them, right? We'll play Charcoal Diamond. It enters the battlefield tapped. That puts us at... I'm going to go ahead and put Smoke Shroud on them. 9. We discard 2. I'm going to discard Myriad Landscape and a Swamp. Next turn. This is where we get to do fun stuff. We're going to go ahead and we're going to drop an island. And then we're going to swing in with the team. And since, you know, he's not blocked, we're going to Ninjutsu and Jinkataxis. It returns to our hand. We're going to say that somebody's going to attempt to kill it. And we are going to go ahead and cancel their attempted kill spell. So then we hit with 1, 2, 3, 4. So we again 2. And then at the end of turn, we're going to draw 7. Reliquary Tower might be something you might want to put in this deck, but as you can see, this deck can be out of control very fast, even if it has a slower start like the one I had. Next turn, we can plop down Unstoppable Slasher. We have Changeling Outcast we can drop down, Ninja of the Deep Hours. We have Ghost Form for more unblockable, right? We have Counter Magic Protection for our Jin Kataxis. This is a dream scenario. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I'm Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.